Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside. And it's the Grizzlies to start it out. Here's Morant. Pass to Edey. Oh, Kessler with the block. And they're able to recover. Shot clock at 6. Memphis needs to get off a shot. From deep, Bane. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
A cold start for them. 3 shots, 3 misses. Good thing it's early.
Barnes, no good. Morant looking for an opening. Edey for 3. It's rebounded by Barrett.
0 for 4 to start things off. Got a bit of a pillow fight brewing here, but they're going to get it going.
Going inside. Halliburton on the wing. Shoots over Morant. Halliburton misses. Still a tie game after a couple of empty possessions. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and we discussed his plan for Ja Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. B.A.?
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Fires in the triple.
You've got to be attached at the hip to Halliburton, especially when he's operating on the perimeter.
Outside Morant. Outside Bane. To the wing on the left. Pass to Edey. All sorts of time. And he hits the jumper.
Morant's got great understanding of the game. He can move like very few can in that pick-and-roll set.
Halliburton with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. Halliburton misses.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Richard, every team wants three-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
Clippers trail by 3. Now Halliburton doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. Pass to Roy. Outside for Halliburton. For 3, Barrett. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Grizzlies lead by 3. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
There's Jackson with the 3. Good, and the setup by Morant.
A big man who does it all. That is Jaren Jackson Jr. looking confident at the arc.
To the inside. Here's Barnes. Here's Barrett. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Halliburton outside, looking to end the run. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense. You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And so here are the Clippers. After the basket by Memphis on the other end. Halliburton left side. High arcing shot. That one's off. He's 1 for 6.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
From deep, Morant. The rebound by Eubanks. Clippers trail by 8. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
On the wing, Bane. And it's Memphis with another.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Halliburton. That one rolls around and rims out. And so it's Memphis, ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection, right?
13.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
Memphis leading by 8. Richard, for years, the Grizzlies team motto was grit and grind. You think that shifted?
They're a little bit flashier now, but they still have that underdog spirit. That's what grit and grind is about. They're always out to prove themselves.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. And stolen by Morant. Now here's Jackson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And one thing that Morant has always been elite at, finding a seam in a defense and getting to the rim, Grant.
Yeah, any crack allows him to get inside. And as good as anyone at splitting a double, which he sees a lot of. So once inside, he can finish with authority or kick it out to a shooter.
Inside, here's Barrett. Memphis with a rebound. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Indiana, where they'll face the Pacers. That'll put them right in the middle of a 5-game road trip. Pass to Edey. Beyond the arc. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Edey's got 7 points in the game.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Knocked loose. And stolen by Bol. Here's Morant. Okay, knockout!
Man!
Wow!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Halliburton looking for an opening. Back to Clarkson. Will it go? The rebound by Edey.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Pass to Bol. Over Hunter. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Morant. Here's Edey. 7 points in the game. Just 4 to shoot. And another shot. It's rebounded by Barrett. Clippers trail by 17. Here's Clarkson. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Clarkson's got his first bucket in this one.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Here's Pippen. No points yet. From deep, Bane hits a three-pointer. And the Grizzlies lead by 18. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Pass to Edie. And the layup is good off the glass. Edie's got 5 points now this quarter.
Now we're starting to see him deliver on offense. He's really found his tempo here in the second quarter.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Now here's Eubanks. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Jackson. And here's Memphis. They're on a 14-4 run. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Edie. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
I just love the ball movement.
For all the adversity Memphis faced last season, Richard, there were some silver linings.
BA, they had a lot of talented young players get more minutes than they might have otherwise due to the injuries. And there is nothing more valuable than experience.
Here's Eubanks. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
50 seconds left in the first half of this game. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Here's Roy, still without a bucket. Takes it inside, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. And we've got 28 seconds left in the second period. On the wing, Bain launches it. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Joe with the ball. Pass to Roy. Outside Barnes. And so it's Memphis. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. More 2K action in just a moment. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Clippers trail by 18. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Guys, Scotty Barnes said, my game starts on the defensive end, guarding anybody and taking pride in it. That leads to great offensive transition and just leads me to stay on lockdown throughout the game. Brian?
And Allie, for all his offensive gifts, that focus on defense is what makes him special. Outside Morant, down low. Pass to Bain. Jackson outside. No good with the triple.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Joe on the wing. Here's Roy. This one for three. The rebound by Edie.
And even after airtight defense like that, you still just expect him to hit those kind of shots.
Kessler with a rebound. And it's the Clippers ball. It's a 16-point game. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the night now. So he gets them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Outside Morant. Pass to Edie. Kicks it out to Bain. Puts up a three. They grab their own miss. He can't hit that time.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
Oh, stolen by Morant. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Edey for three. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Edey's got 14 points for the game.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Clippers trailed by 17.
Well, so much can be said about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s versatility, but I'd like to praise his team-first mindset. If the dirty work needs doing, he's got it, as long as it helps his team get the win.
Here's Roy. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Roy's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. For three. That shot is off. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And so Morant will bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Outside Bane. Back to Morant. Pass to Bane. Outside Morant. Just 5 on the clock. And you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a two-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter, but definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness. The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
Here's Roy. Kicks it out to Barnes. The three. Cleared away by Wells.
He's got to keep the ball moving. That's just not a good shot with the D set up like it was.
We've got 1:48 left in the third. Here's Roy. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Clippers trail by 16. Here's Roy. He's got 11. Pass to Joe. Rejected by Bull. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So both teams making some changes here. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Clarkson. Fires the three. Rebounded by Pippen.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
To halt the run, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I mean, the effortless athleticism. You can see Clarkson loves rising up and dropping the hammer.
Jackson the screen. Over Williams. And the Grizzlies get another bucket right there.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Wells. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Oh, man. I mean, Clarkson just punishing the defense, running right in for the slam.
Right there.
Here's Pippen. Pass to Bull. Jackson on the wing. Here's Wells. Oh, he beats the buzzer just in time. Wow.
Big time bucket, I'll tell you. Great clock.
46.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Here's Morant. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
Pass to Roy. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Roy's got 11 points here in the second half.
Whatever adjustments were made at half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Back to Morant. Jackson for 3. He buries it from 3. Jackson's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played.
Oh, wow!
Unreal! That's what they came for.
Wow.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Outside Morant to the middle. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Sometimes Morant just makes this look effortless. He's such a gifted passer.
Halliburton outside. Here's Roy. Pass to Halliburton. Lets it fly. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him.
That maybe not the highest percentage of looks right there, but look, you can't argue with results, I guess.
Here's Pippen. Back to Morant. Pass to Pippen. To the paint. Stolen by Kessler. And they're pushing it up. Here's Halliburton. And the dunk by Halliburton.
And the coaching staff wants Halliburton to take advantage of easy scoring opportunities, including finishing in transition.
Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. From deep, Morant. Kept alive. Jackson outside. Pass to Edey. Second chance effort. Good D by Kessler. Clippers trail by 21. Driving inside. Roy's shot is good.
Even though his team is lagging behind, he's playing like a winner. Too bad his attitude isn't spreading to the other guys.
And it's Morant with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Jaron Jackson Jr. Desmond Bain.
Lets it go from deep. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Off the inbound. And again, it's the Clippers. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. Outside Morant. Outside Bain. From deep three-point land. From beyond the arc and then some.
And that was far, but this is the range that Bain possesses.
Halliburton outside. To the wing, right side. They set a pick. Driving to the basket. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Grizzlies.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And they have to feel pretty good about themselves, taking the first 2 games of the season between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Ja Morant.
And his playmaking is what stood out to me, effortlessly creating for his teammates.
Oh, Kessler with the block. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Back to Halliburton. Lets it go from the wing. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Here's Wells. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really can't.
The house party.